so many as the stars of the sky in multitude, and the sand which is by the seashore innumerable. And verse 13 says, these all died in faith, not having received. These all died. Now, there are those who are going to die without receiving the promises. Now, you have to ask yourself, do you want to die in faith bila kupokea? Kuna wale walikufa bila kupokea kile Mungu alisema. God promised, they never received them. So what did they do? Kazi yao ni kuona afar off. These ones died wakiona Mungu atatenda. Yani Mungu so shetani anakuweka kwa hatafanya. Hii mwaka, next year. These all die. They all die in faith, not having received the promises. We talked about Israel. What did God promise to Israel? What did God promise to his people? What kind of life are you supposed to be living now? That is the question you should ask yourself. Ile maisha Mungu alitaka na alikusidi kwa maisha yako, unaishi? That's the question. Because time is going. Time is going. And they were persuaded of them, and they blessed them and confessed that they were strangers. I said, sasa siongei mambo ya eternity. Saizi tuko hapa. So let's deal with here now. Because eternity is coming. They were strangers and they are pilgrims here on earth. In Joshua chapter 13, Joshua chapter 13 and verse 1. The scripture tells us, now Joshua was old and stricken in years. And the Lord said unto him, thou art old, Joshua, and there remaineth very much land. Kuna mambo mingi imebakia. Joshua haujafanya, but time is going. Time is going. And Joshua has not possessed. And the scripture tells us, because Joshua was led to possess the land in Canaan, children of Israel, what God then, in the book of Judges chapter 2, Judges chapter 2 and verse 8. And Joshua the son of Nun, the servant of the Lord, died being 110. Joshua lived to be 110. You know, David lived to be how old? David lived to be 75, by the way. David hakuishi maisha mingi, up to 75. And Joshua lived up to 110 years old. And verse 9 says, and they buried him in the border of his inheritance at Tipnahath-res, in the Mount Ephraim of the north side of the hill Gash. And this is what I've got to find out. Ni vita for us to possess our possession. It is war to live the quality